Hi everyone, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. There are a lot of different gaming accessories out there, and I do my best not to inundate you with videos about too many of them, but every now and then one comes along that catches my attention and I can't resist. This is one such product. It's called the Game Canopy by Level 3B. This is a game carrying solution that at the time of this recording is on Kickstarter or just about to be on Kickstarter. I do want to start by mentioning that I was sent this product, so I didn't have to pay for it. But cost is certainly something that you're going to need to consider. Hopefully though, through this video, I can show you its various features and then you can make an informed decision about whether or not this is something that you would want to back on Kickstarter or perhaps pick up once it's in retail. Now I go to a weekly gaming group and typically I'll take my games in one of two different ways. Sometimes I'll use a grocery style bag like this and it holds a decent number of games. There's 3 regular sized games in there and then one that's thinner. Normally I want to take more than that, so I'm probably carrying 2 or 3 of these bags. And it's not too bad. It's certainly cost effective. But I don't normally store my games sideways, and that's how I have to fit them into this bag, and that means that the components are usually nicely mixed up once I get to game group. And perhaps more importantly, it doesn't offer a lot of protection. Certainly from getting banged on the sides, and definitely if it's raining, we got a little problem here on the top. So I usually have to cover this up in some way. Now another way that I'll sometimes take my games is with a Rubbermaid container. Now this one here is empty, that's why it's so light, but this certainly solves the water problem. And this way I can store the games flat inside. There is a couple of little nuisances with this too. First of all, it's a little bulky to be carrying around, but also, I don't know about you, the game I always want to play, it's always on the bottom. So I have to pull everything out and then get to the game I want. And then of course, whichever game I want next is still at the bottom. Now these are not insurmountable problems by any means. But since getting the Game Canopy, that's now the only thing I use. So let's take a look at what this has to offer. First of all, the Game Canopy has a secure handle at the top. Now this may seem like a small thing, but when you're lugging around Forbidden Stars and Caverna, you want a good handle to be able to pick everything up easily and steadily. This is much less bulky than that two-handed Rubbermaid container. And it frees up this other hand so you can, carry snacks, which your friends are going to like. It velcros here at the top, and I also want to point out that these handles aren't just stitched once here on the side, but it's stitched again and again and again, all the way down the front of the canopy, along the bottom, and then back up the other side to these handles. So I really believe what they've done here is ensured that no matter what you fill this canopy with, the handles are going to be able to handle it. Now we're going to get inside the bag in a moment, but there are pockets here on the outside to allow for further game storage as desired, or for a tablet, rule books, notebook, whatever you really need. You also probably noticed there are multiple D-rings on the bag, and you can use these to attach a water bottle, your keys, or whatever else you might like. There's 8 of them total on the bag, and there'll be an optional add-on during the campaign for a shoulder strap that you can attach to these as an alternative carrying option. To get into the bag, there's this double zipper front panel, and I'd like you to notice as I unzip this, the zipper will never come in contact with your games because of this extra padded fabric that goes all the way along. The zipper cannot damage your game boxes. Also, as I open the bag up, another feature is that it's easy to get to the games. I don't have to pull all my games out to get the one I want at the bottom. I can just slide it out. And you can see here, there's room for 5 standard-sized game boxes, and I even put a thinner one on top as well. And don't forget the 4 games that we had in the front and back pouches. So that's a total of 10 games, all in one bag that you can carry with one hand. Now, one thing you might be realizing as you look at the shape of this box is that it's not going to fit a game like Kemet. And I can hear your tears already, but you know what? This actually can fit Kemet, assuming you don't mind storing your games on their side. You can see I don't particularly like to, and that's why I've only got the cover here. But you'll notice, if you slide it in this way, you could fit 3 games vertically like this, and they would then still fit within this enclosure. I also should mention that the bag itself has foam padding and soft inner lining, and this again, like the zipper protection, works to keep your games safe from drops, bangs, or wear and tear. Also, although not waterproof, the outer shell is a Cordura fabric, which is water resistant. So as long as you're not planning to stand out with your games in a downpour, you should be okay. You'll also notice the bag packs down very conveniently when it's not in use, and you can get it with different trim colors. I chose this one because I liked it the best, but there are 3 other options to choose from, which you can see right now on screen. One last thing I want to mention, and this is a personal preference, and possibly even superficial, but I like the way this looks. I love to present our hobby in ways that are attractive and appealing to other people, and I feel like when I come into a room and I drop this on the table, people immediately want to know what's inside of that bag. Much more so than what would be inside of this Rubbermaid container or a couple of old grocery bags. Either way, though, this is a premium product and it comes at a cost, and you may decide that this is not of value to you or just something you don't need. Either way, my hope was to be able to show you the products so you can make your own informed decision. I will put a link to the company website and the Kickstarter as soon as it's live in the description of this video, so you can check out some more information about it. But if you have any questions at all about what you saw here, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below and I'll gladly answer them as soon as I can to the best of my ability. But until the next episode, thanks for watching.